some alley on the north island of Yojam. Just a heads up.
Henry, I'm gonna promote you to lead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch over to my warrior. Let's go ahead and Austin, is it clear on the island?
Yeah.
Right now.
Okay. Everyone who still needs ZG buff, let's log in here in a second. I think Cormac, you have one to drop, correct?
I do.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and drop that then? Is there anyone else that still needs summons to the island? I will need one. Is there anyone else?
What's up with it, guys? What's up with it?
Did you get the?
It's a little overwhelming because we
Thank you.
our layers got combined today, so now we're having to deal, like, they just happened all of a sudden.
Ready.
So we didn't plan on it really, so we're trying to kind of get world buffs coordinated.
Can you guys summon me? We have a warlock there.
So get us 1 second, then we're
We
gonna
have a few
be
warlocks. We wanna spread out some of these summons. Thanks, Mad, for helping with the summons as well.
Loopy. Are you over here already?
Yeah.
Alright, say so in raid chat if you still need a summon. If not, we're gonna drop the heart here in just a second.
I'm gonna log out. If you guys, other people can help someone, let me log over to coach.
Okay. I'm gonna kick your shaman then.
Yeah.
Can we summon Fate? I'm killing a priest.
Layers are gone everywhere, dude. I know, it's really brutal. I literally logged on and Black Lotus were 450 gold a piece. It's like, oh god, dude. All right.
Am I good?
Yeah, go ahead and drop it. No one said anything.
Let's get this all
Yes, Sinister.
set up.
Log over if you need the buff. I know launch. A lot of people got it already. But we've dropped it.
Jeff, do you need a summon? Can we summon double tap?
Pass.
Look at this, is literally all my gear and consumes. I have 14 bag slots left with full Onyxia bags. That's how much crap I have to bring to raid. Just in case, but we'll be pretty close. I think we'll have a full 40 actually today. If not, we'll be really close. We'll have like 38 or 39. Recruited like a madman. Nice. Okay, the buff just dropped, so everyone should have gotten that if you guys want to hearth repair when we get back to Kargath right now.
Alright. Could I get a summon to Kargath as well? I'd used my hearth earlier to escape a mage purging.
Summoning.
Oh, that's OP, Glar.
Many people here.
Is nobody talking or is it just me? I can't hear anyone.
Sinister, you can't hear us at all?
You can't hear it.
Collaboratives, my mage alt has a bunch of food and water.
Buff myself.
Alright, because I can't hear anyone.
We can hear you.
Hello, hello. Can you hear?
Alright, I want everyone to repair right now. Everyone repair.
Okay, let's go ahead and move with this other group. Let's go,
Up
guys.
online, guys, for leaving Kargath.
Go, 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 go.
We're doing Black Lair.
From the ashes doesn't bode well, is it?
All right. We're getting serious, guys. We're standing up. Oh, God. I'm stuck. Jay and Agility, are you guys here?
Jay had texted me, he's in the bathroom right now.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, can you
Yeah,
hear
I
us?
hope he washed his hands before he texted you.
Yeah, I can't hear any. I'm gonna fix my Discord. Something's wrong.
Guys, so I got my my custom Twitch emotes today. I made a couple little revisions on them, so they're not up and actually running, but I got the like first draft on them, and they're pretty hilarious. I'm really excited. They're gonna be really sick when they're done. I'm looking forward to it. They should just keep players on 10K plus servers, dude. I agree. I don't know. I'm very puzzled as to why Blizzard does like 90% of what they do. Seems like it absolutely makes like 0 sense. I don't know. Very, very confusing. You would think they would keep layers. You would think, I don't know, dude.
That was terrible timing. How safe is the path over?
I don't think we saw him.
It's safe.
No encounters yet.
I think we killed one gnome as a group. Yeah, Alec, you're good. With just that's the last spot. If you want to set up around that. Full 40, boys. We got one more priest. It's gonna be a couple minutes late, so that's our last spot. Really excited. Really excited. The blue post said they moved layers according to activity trends. I know. Who knows what the fuck that means, though? Like, either way, removing layers by itself is not terrible, but it's really dumb of them to do it on a night and a time that's very, very common for raiding on the most popular servers. Like Thursday evenings, like probably the most rated time outside of Tuesday evenings on our server for sure, as far as just like different groups and stuff like that. So it just, I don't know, doesn't make a lot of sense to me why they did it just so unannounced, because it made trying to get world buffs a complete nightmare. Like it literally, I lost, you see this, I have an hour and a half on my my other buffs here. Okay, I'm gonna wait for him to. Actually, no, thank you. It's fine, I'll do it. We still didn't get improved. I need to get improved Mark of the Wild. Did I rest or just like stop playing?
Coach, do you have your gear? Am I on orb tonight?
Yeah, I have my tank gear on me. Do you want me to tank?
Yeah, are you okay doing that for this fight?
Yeah, I have all my like stam tank gear on me. So if you want me to, there's something, tell me, I'll throw it on.
Yeah, let's do that just for this fight.
Okay.
You shouldn't have to do anything else for any of the other fights, but
Cher and I are close.
Jay, how close are you guys?
With the orb.
Okay.
Alec, let me know when you're done with groups because it's fucking up my buffing.
I think he is.
Golosita, you guys in here?
Yeah, Austin, if you want to grab your casters when you go back, Boomkin, just so we have the group set up, then we'll be probably locked in. It's only been like 20 weeks of raiding. I still don't know who your group is.
Yeah, it honestly kind of changes a little bit. It's not been the same the entire raid.
Perfect, then I can plausibly say.
This group, what I have set up right now is probably most of the time is Chromaggus and Cher and guns.
Okay. Is everyone inside? The only person we're missing is Fuo. Oh, you just hop back.
Guys, I know you guys are trying to save buffs, but can you log on? Because it's I can't buff everyone when there's one person offline in every group.
Dude, some people were chill.
Alright, everyone is in here and online. Let's get these buffs out and we'll pull in just a minute.
Looks like logs are running well too.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, yeah. Everyone messaged me for Mark of the Wild.
A little bit of water, please. For sensor.
It's like a running joke because there's no almost every raid I'm the only druid, right?
So
Even if you
strange.
guys see that when we're raiding. And it's like everyone will start messaging me like as soon as they die in their res that they need a buff. I'm like, bro, I know I need to buff you. You got like give me a second. Stop messaging me. So it's this like running joke. Like while we're in the middle of buffing, everyone just whispers me.
Let me restart my.
Bro, buff me. Bro, buff me.
Okay.
Bro, I know.
Alright, we're missing 2 forts, 4 spirits, 2 ints.
Alright, so hopefully we don't have to heal tonight. I don't think we do, but I have my healing gear on me just in case, which is why we have so much crap in our bags. But
Alright, so
Master
we're going
loot.
to have yeah.
We're gonna tank Razorgore.
Rid. Are you cool doing it tonight?
Sorry, am I doing what?
I asked
Master
him.
loot?
Oh,
Do you have
can we
space?
not do it right away? Because I have to try to eat my food since my order got pushed so far.
Okay, yeah, we can move it to you later.
That's
Coach, Coach, I just gave it to you. Okay, looks like we are good on buffs. Gonna do
Yeah.
a quick ready check here. I'll call out groups. So we're gonna have group 2 south, group 3 north, group 4 east, group 5 west, and then group
How's the volume,
7,
guys?
8,
Is the
you
volume
guys will
okay?
be
I
in the
kind of
mid,
messed with
just
it a
help
little
out when
bit.
needed. Hunters, you guys are kiting.
I missed the heater. Kind of good this time.
Volume okay? Can you guys like Discord not too loud? You guys can hear everything. So we're
do you
full
guys
tank
want
setup
heals?
here. We got 10k armor in this setup. I'm gonna also pop Spirit of Zanza. Right now
I was
we're gonna
plugging
be
my headset myself.
super beefy.
Yeah. Okay.
7,200 armor or 7,200 health and
What's-
fucking moonkin. It's insane. Bear form.
Jiraiya
85, 82.
and
Let's go,
Hunger,
baby.
You guys have assists, so mark the targets you're killing here. I think. Oh, Dad is online as well. Let's get him in real quick. Raid, you were AFK as well. Can we get a summon for him? Right outside. Can I have a Warlock pop out?
I'm without buffs. Go see if it's close.
Yeah, I'm here. I was grabbing some paper towels.
Okay. Alright, as soon as Dad's inside, we're gonna spot buff him and then we're gonna pull.
You guys hear Sasquatch? Let me know if he starts getting loud, because then I'm gonna... Did he actually die? Or is... Oh no, he's just laying right here.
We need one more outsider.
What buff add-on do I use? This is called Elcano's Buff Bar. E-L-K-A-N-O, Elcano's Buff Bar.
So we're gonna set a record.
I did
record time to finish BWL.
I did a... Hey, Plasma, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, homie. I did a add-on UI guide.
Oh god.
I like all the intimate wipes that we did last week.
That covers all of my UI stuff. So if you have any questions at all about the UI stuff, that's a good source. I have links and everything in there. So if you have questions on any of that stuff, vanilla, that's a good resource. There's a couple videos up there I did on my UI. The Blue Post said they removed layers according to activity trends. Oh yeah, sorry, I read that earlier, Nuclear. When do you think queues are going to pop up again? Pretty soon. I mean, I don't think it'll be bad until AQ is announced. I think once we get closer to AQ. Oh, I have some stuff to show you. Was that you asking, Nuclear, about the war effort stuff? Or was that someone else? I think when they announced Phase 5, they actually announced the timeline. I think that's when queues will probably start. There'll be queues right now. I don't think it'll be too bad, though. Remind me after this, I'll show you where. I think we're about to pull here in a second. Actually, I'm going to log off too.
I think you did a great job.
They ran outside to summon Dat and they died. I can show you actually right now while we're doing this. I'm going to log as well to save buffs while we wait for Dat. Here we go. Let me see. I don't think this is showing up for you guys though. Oh, is that showing up? It is. Oh yeah, okay, I have my display on. Okay, so this is for our server, Herod AQ War Effort. So they made this thing where you can fill out these forms and you put these responses in based off of like what your guild's contributing. And then it totals. So this is for both factions. This is for Alliance. This is for Horde as far as all the mats. Then people report how many items they've basically stacked up on all these different things. So it totals up. So for our server, you can see the estimated cost is 157,000 gold of value between all of this stuff. And you can see it's all broken down. It's so funny, dude. It got me cracking up. I'm like, dude, this is something I would have put together if I was trying to track this shit. But hopefully that kind of like our server, I told you, like, I'm not that worried about our server because there's so many really like dedicated players on our server. So we'll definitely end up having the war effort stuff completed. But I don't know how many of the lower populated servers are gonna be doing that stuff. But I think either way, like honestly, if you have really try hard guilds that are Horde, I would say it's very...
Hey Austin, I dragged you out for a second. You confirmed the loot rules with the trials, right?
Yeah, Bronny's the only one that I talked to in Discord. The other guys I've explained everything to over typing, but not like talking.
Yeah, I confirmed with Golosita earlier when we decided to bring him in last second.
I
assumed you had talked to Bronny when you guys were in Discord, but
yeah, he knows. And then that rogue I did talk to as well. But I can. Okay, all right. Pretty nice looking sheet. I know. So,
alright guys, everyone's in here, so everyone log in.
But I think on the servers that are less popular, like have a bigger faction imbalance, I would not be surprised if people have multiple accounts because that's a really common thing on our server. So I think there'll be plenty of people with multiple accounts and they'll be messing with, you know, their alliance characters and doing it. They'll figure out a way to do it and make it happen on their server.
Those, Mark of the Wilds quick. Awesome. Alright, everyone is ready. Pulling in 3. Alright, everyone get to your corners.
It always freaks me out a little bit when I first run up onto that little ledge. Like my camera like bugs out, you know, like looks into the wall. I always get a little nervous. I'm gonna like be a little too late.
Head spawning in 10 seconds.
So this is actually great to do if you're doing this tanky setup in Moonkin form, because you can interact with the orb as Moonkin, right? Because you're a humanoid. So you still have the 10k armor, you're still super beefy. You shouldn't get attacked at all, right? So it shouldn't really be an issue, but you're still super tanky and can interact with the orb. And if you're in Moonkin form, if casters are near you, let's see, are any of our guys near us?
Drya, which marker are you gonna use?
Yeah, see, like Cormac's still getting Moonkin aura right now while I'm doing the buff. Cormac's standing next to me.
Okay, it looked like
So
Hungry had marked a triangle as well. Hungry, can you switch to using
some interesting utility with the Moonkin orb.
Right back to me.
Orb operator.
Let's jump south.
I'm gonna run. It's about to run out, so I'm gonna run over here to the far ones. Get a couple of these. I basically try and always keep do one each turn up here, and then as I start getting closer to the orb timer running out, run it to the back of the wall, just to ensure. And you want to make sure you only click it once and not like panic spam click it. What does this do? Interesting. I've never used that before.
No time for indecisiveness, Quan.
Just a shell of man with only world buffs, bro.
I'm gonna run over, do a couple close ones, so I don't have them. 40 people. I know, Bruno. It's exciting, huh? We'll see. Should be actually a really smooth night, man. The difference of having 40 people in this is just so insane. As far as like how easy it makes it feel by comparison. It makes you regret vendoring your feral gear. Honestly, it's not even the feral gear as much, and I wouldn't worry about it because like tier 2.5 is going to be a better setup than what I have right now. This is just a lot of like basically any epic leather gear that I've gotten I try and use for this set, but once we get tier 2.5 and there's some good leather gear in AQ that's like leather caster gear and specific stuff. So don't worry, but you might not have it right now, but come tier 2.5 I'm so excited for that set, man. It's gonna be, I feel like that's gonna be our time to shine. Whew. That always freaks me out. What do I have to do this? This guy's just some kind of...
Keep it up.
Oh, it attacks everything? What? That's OP.
Alright, for those of you that are new, for phase 2, we're going to stack on where the light is to start.
Oh, that's so OP, dude.
9 eggs, about to be 8.
Okay.
I'm gonna basically try and get rid of these close ones so that as we get closer to the actual thing popping that it's happening, I'm able to be further away. It'll give us a little more time to set up. Get this one, and then I'm basically fine being over at the other end of the room since we take him over here. Just run. it didn't go. What the fuck?
I think I pounded it very on accident. Yeah, there he comes. Nope, never mind, there he goes.
I think I have 2 more eggs. I believe. Oh, 3 up here, I think. They're all up here at the back.
Okay. How gracefully, Nickus.
All right, guys. I'm 2 seconds from casting on the last one, so start heading into position.
And I wrote an email.
Nice.
Going.
Everyone should be on the light. Wait for tank to get through out here for a
I
second.
have him as conflag. It's on Sabbath. Conflag still. It's back on coach here in just a second. I'm gonna move him a little. You might need to scoot up a tad, healers.
Remember, the conflag is a cone, so make sure you're not in the cone.
Conflag. It's on Glar. Heals on Glar. Get away from the conflag. Get away. I'm damaging all of you guys. A lot.
I don't think you.
Just the fireball volley.
Alright, don't go into the next room until we're ready.
Oh god. Brownie's name is alphabetically higher up than mine, so he's on my spot for my looting.
Alright guys, let's get ready to move through the door here. We'll
Go.
have odd groups go far side, even groups close side. Moving through in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, Golasita, you can roll on everything. Whether or not you can get it or not is going to be dependent on if main raiders need it. But like if you need something, just go ahead and roll. In worst case, I'll just tell you no. So if you need it, just go ahead and roll on it as main spec or whatever, and then I'll tell you if something happens. But if you need it, go ahead and roll on it so I know that it's something you're trying to get.
Cloaks. Where are your cloaks?
Grats, Golasita. That will go to you. Are these mage? Oh god, dude, still no priest bracers.
Don't talk about it.
It's not free,
Yeah, they'll stop dropping when NQ comes out.
Everyone free pud, please.
How can they stop dropping if they've literally never dropped?
Like tier 1 hunter helm.
Pop your greater fire protection potions now, guys.
Does anyone have a spare one I could buy?
I got you.
How much are they for?
I think I bought them for like 7. Yeah.
Agility, you need those bracers main spec?
680.
No, we're off spec.
Okay. Any other?
So that, what?
Don't worry about it.
Are there any other off spec rolls on that?
Thanks.
If you're new to the fight, if you're ranged, you're gonna stack on circle for this fight. Healers and everyone, just go ahead and you're gonna stand right on me. You could actually probably even be further back. You could probably be closer to here.
We burning this?
Yeah.
Yeah, burn.
Shamans, I want you guys using Wind Fury as well.
Oh, whoa!
I was ready. Oh shit, I didn't put priest in groups. Hold on, I'm not ready.
Nope. We don't need it.
No, don't do that.
Alright.
If we're burning, we're all gonna be fucking healing Sabbath, and everybody should be double greater fire protection potioning, so that we don't have to heal you.
You don't even want one in the mage group?
Nope.
Okay, alright. Feel a fool now.
Guys, I almost forgot to put on my bag of whammies. I haven't updated my like gear stuff. I'm just gonna put Briarwood Reed here. Hopefully this thing doesn't live long enough for me to even be able to use a Zandalar Hero Charm.
Missing a couple buffs. For some reason, let's get those out real quick.
Ooh, a shield.
What do I like so much about the Genesis set? Sorry guys, I'm like trying to like keep up on this. We're moving quick here in this first part. The Genesis set I really like because it has basically the same spell power as what I'm using.
If you're newer, no hots before the boss pulls. Careful on aggro here as we come in. I'm gonna be dual wielding most of it. Healers.
But very, it's very high armor, high stam, high ant. Basically has the same spell power that we have, and so it scales into Moonkin form like crazy. So we like, I put that set together in that last video I did. We had 525 spell power in that set, and in Moonkin form I'd have around 8,000 mana, which is insanely high armor for how offensive that gear is, like how much spell power that is. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, obviously.
So I'm really looking forward to that because it's gonna make us. PvP is gonna feel so different with that setup. It's gonna feel insane. I feel like playing against melee is gonna be so easy by comparison.
I starts 5 seconds.
Mage should cast Amplify Magic on the boss. He had Amplify Magic on him. On Razorgore he did. Alright guys, wish us luck. I got a second fire potion here to pop.
Make sure you're up her haunch a little bit.
Oh, of course I have fucking mana restored being tracked for some stupid reason. Okay, we took damage right there. Okay, popping one more.
Rid, get out.
Oh no, that feels bad, dude. Partial resist. Go.
Wow. Yeah.
That was pretty quick, dude.
Left,
Nice, dude. He didn't get the debuff. Hell yeah.
Look at that fucking Zoomer's damage. Fuck yeah.
What was his damage? 2.1k? Get out of here, Jay. What the fuck?
2k?
Dude, this may be a 99. I hope that's a 99.
Okay.
Galar, did you have to worry about threat at all?
Yeah, I still do.
Okay.
I can't wreck and I can't execute the whole time, but
okay.
We'll get you DFT today, and then we'll have fewer problems.
Damn, Jay, 99, man.
What, me? You really want the hunter trinket there, or what?
God damn it! I thought it was the good one.
You guys are. Tell me you've started a.
Wiggles, do you have that?
I think it's just it's just an off spec thing. I don't think.
Yeah,
Wiggles has it yet.
it's just off-spec. Who doesn't have that?
I don't think Wiggles has it yet.
Okay, grats Wiggles. You can have it.
But Wig.
Got Jay with the 93 on the belt. Going once, going twice.
Congrats.
I'm gonna be doing loot kind of quick, guys. So just.
Did we res Angrath down low?
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna have Fate on Square, Fuo on Moon. I'll be taking Skull. Dry will be taking X. We're gonna have we're gonna do some sleeps here. So Brawny, I'm gonna have you hibernate Circle, and Coach, you're gonna hibernate Diamond.
Okay.
Just try to keep him hibernated up in the room, Brawny. Your damage doesn't matter at all in this fight. Just keep him hibernated.
Priest, can you also shield both of the druids when we go to do this, so I don't get clapped like last time?
Oh shit! I still have the essence of the red. That's why my fucking.
Yeah.
So high.
Austin,
Up
it's
a little,
worth
we
it
can
too
pull
to
with
just
that.
line of sight the fire blasts until they get closer, then pop out and sleep them.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand over here.
Hunters, whenever you're ready, go ahead.
What are these signs?
You have
You're on
moon.
moon.
Fate has square.
Got it.
Lego.
Scared, guys. Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm forever traumatized. For those of you guys that didn't see it last week, we literally had full world buffs. I came in here to hibernate, and I literally just got insta-killed doing this with like full everything. I was so tilted. What server is this on? This is on Harriet. Cat form to test the DPS, yeah. I just wish Blizz helped with the resource spawns according to server. It's funny you say that because I was literally talking about that. I was like, I wouldn't mind the one layer thing. The part that's annoying is that the original classic was in the ballpark of 2,500 players per server, and current classic is, I should say original vanilla, current classic is around 10,000 per server. So you would think that what they would do is on the very rare items, they would basically multiply the spawn rate by, 2 or 4 to make up.
Fireball by this guy. Just heads up.
Let the tank, please get him first.
But they didn't do that, so it's really annoying. Like, I would be fine with everyone having more flasks. I'd be totally cool with that. You know what I mean? Like, I would be fine with melee constantly being able to use flask, tanks constantly being able to do it, flask being like 100 gold a pop. Like, I would be totally cool with that.
Heads up. There's a lot of text in the way.
Yeah, sorry, say that again.
I think Golosita.
Yeah. No one else needs the belt, right? Golosita, we're gonna get you full tier 2 on your first night.
Better not take my chest piece.
You're gonna get 798 the first night.
I literally have like 4 bag slots, so I'm just gonna loot the greens to you, Jay. Connor. Okay, the only mind quickening gem. I'm over here for the
Same
diamond.
assignments, guys. Druids, get in position.
Oh, Sabbath with the tier 1.
Alright, Hunters, go ahead and pull when you're ready.
How did he just do that? Because he's literally in the raid with us right now.
Just go. Careful about cleaving the sleeping one. It's cleaved. Stop
Keep
cleaving.
scanning sleep, please. Do not hit the diamond or the circle. Alright, over to X. Alright, go ahead and start bringing back Moon and Square.
We could kill one of these.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
I can't
kill
believe
this
we got no debuff on that.
Let's have Jiraiya, you pick up Square here. Hunger, you pick up...
I've said this before, but you guys can continually cast Hibernate on these guys that are even being attacked, and it's basically like a free kick on their... Bronny, I got Circle if you want to DPS. But it's like a constant interrupt on their fire volley thing. Yeah, he went AFK, I think, for some reason. I don't know why. He's back, though. Sounds so sad to get killed here. Dude, I was so mad. I was so we had Flask. I had full world buffs. It was Dark Moon Fair, so I had Dark Moon Fair buff. I literally had everything. And we died trying to hibernate. Because I got, like, fire blasted twice by... random mob. Dude, it was, I don't want to even talk about it. I was so tilted. It was very, very traumatizing.
Blair said to restart his computer, so we may have to summon him a little further in.
Probably his dog taking control. You see that pic he posted?
Yep. Let's get some mana, guys. Alright, I'm gonna start pulling some of these
I'm
guys
also
back.
gonna pop one of these. What's up, anti-person? How you doing, man? Good to see you back, brother. Yeah, the fact that Black Lotuses are 200 gold is still, I know it's super annoying. It's really unfortunate. Like I said, I think it would just be more fun if it was just more accessible for everyone, you know, like.
Oh, heal super just fucking crits the shit out of him.
Hell yeah.
It's like super must have too.
Dude, it's so much nicer as full 40. Just goes so much. It's like just should just die so much quicker.
Give him some spot buffs. Actually, let's finish up buffs real quick.
Yeah, man, go grab a snack. Yeah, hopefully.
Calling out which cubby we're gonna be in and which corners as we move along.
Yeah, hopefully there's a
Do
couple
not
little
move
tips and
unless
tricks or different things maybe I do that you don't. Black Lotus is upwards of 300 gold on your server. It's literally 400 gold on the auction house right now. Before raid when I looked.
Alright. There's one more fort on double tap and then we should be good to go.
He's too far away.
Jeff, can you do a little closer?
You want me to pull Diamond back?
Star, yeah.
I mean Star, sorry.
Yep.
Grab these little guys.
Alright, let's move on up to this the far side of this first cubby. Far side of the cubby, please. Alright, Austin, go ahead and pull Moon as well. He's gonna flame strike, careful healers.
Any druid's actually pretty good at grabbing these. Just because of fairy fire.
Alright,
So
Austin, grab the diamond.
if you're balanced, you have such
Hey,
you
you
have,
guys
you have
can
the
hear me
increased
now?
range on it. He'll coach, he'll coach, he'll coach, he'll coach, he'll coach.
Alright, I have the Hatcher outside. I'm gonna try pulling him through though.
That's fucking scary.
I got scared that Death Talent Hatcher was. There's a fucking bear in their house.
Alright, let's move into the next cubby. And then can we pull these humanoids as well?
Yeah, I got him.
Close to far side.
Always
we
remember.
can go
Too
far
close.
side.
Okay.
You are.
What's up, Riley? How you doing, man? Welcome back. Welcome back.
Keys tonight.
Can't wait for Nax prices, dude. Nax is gonna be insane. It's gonna be so expensive. Flasks are gonna be literally like 1,000 gold a pop.
Alright, guys,
Oh,
all
they
the way
got
down.
rid of them there?
Well, dude, there's so much stuff.
All the way
So
down to the far cubby.
there's so much content that's you can just farm, right? Like coffer keys are a good example, right? People didn't. The amount of people doing coffer keys now compared to coffer keys back in vanilla is night and day. So it's like just the quantity of gold being farmed out of like dungeons and stuff non-stop, or just farming random mobs or whatever. People farming Mara.
Alright, let's everyone hang out way in the back corner. Let's wait, get some mana, don't pull anything else.
Like all of that stuff is insane compared to back in the day. So it's like prices are just gonna be absolutely like crazy in the next couple. I mean, like I'm not very good with farming gold. I have 2,000 gold. Like I don't play the auction house. I don't do anything crazy, but just like the access
Pretty
to
much
just
right after
easy
we all got our
gold
buffs.
stuff like coffer farms and things like that is so high.
And or got really bad.
Alright guys, let's start moving through.
Might be, I don't know. I actually didn't mind the layering, to be honest.
Austin or Matt, if you guys see the humanoids right as we get in here, go ahead and pull them.
Yeah, I'll look for him right now.
I distracted them there in the corner.
Okay.
Heals on coach because I'm slowed. Heal coach, heal coach.
Dad, I'm drinking a summer shandy.
Alright, don't be afraid to war stomp these fellows.
I'm drinking McDonald's iced tea. Equally as lit.
Alright, let's go ahead and move all the way to the
Dude, McDonald's iced tea
I'm gonna try pulling this away from the raid. This
is my favorite iced tea.
Moving very slowly.
Is that weird?
Go ahead and move all the way to the far corner if you can, guys.
I really like McDonald's iced tea. The unsweetened. I don't like sweet tea. But I like just like normal unsweetened tea. Yeah, raw gold farms are crazy now. Exactly. It's like, it's insane. I mean, like back in the day, dude, I mean, if you just think about my what I remember, like my experience is like 20, 30, 40, 50 gold was a lot. You're like, oh my God, you know? So being able to do stuff where you're getting 40 or 50 gold an hour, that's easy, was not at all. I'm not saying like I was necessarily the majority of player base that long ago, but
Austin, if you can grab Skull.
There it comes.
Thank you, Matt.
Nels lagging.
No,
but I know there's a bunch of people in that same boat, right? Like a bunch of people were new back then that like the same way I was, where your game knowledge was so far less compared to now. Do you want me to grab star?
Grab a X.
If you guys do this and you're grabbing the hatchers, make sure you like run to the other side of the tank so that your tank's in between you and the
Well, you're
mob.
way back in the corner, so that's good.
Right. Like we're actually doing okay on mana. Go ahead and grab Star, Austin.
What? What is slowing me? But don't like run into the cubby necessarily. Like you want to run to the tank so he can grab it easier off of you.
When I logged back in, my peggle was up.
Best thing to do is make a
I actually
mage.
have a
You
video
know,
today,
for
too.
real. Mage gold is nuts.
Alright, let's move on to the next cubby. Go ahead and grab triangle, bring it back as well. You just go ahead and kill it right away.
For I'll mark myself again. For the new people, all the DPS in the beginning of the fight, you're gonna stack right on circle. You're gonna stand right on me and you're gonna run into the corner till you're all the way up against the wall. That way you don't pull any extra whelps. All DPS focus the whelps first. Focus the whelps first. When we get set, give the tanks a few seconds on threat before you start attacking Brood Lord.
Let's move into the next cubby, close side, close corner. Nobody move past this close corner.
Everyone's stack in the corner. Don't pull the boss accidentally again.
Alright, let's finish buffs.
For the first time again.
From the top.
Should we run Hero Charm? I'm torn if I should run Hero Charm or if I'm like worried I'm gonna pull aggro.
Already check here.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Polaris needs a little mana.
We'll try it.
Angrath, you good?
Into Fishing Nightfin. Fishing Nightfin's actually a good option for making gold. It's just kind of, it's not like,
Fort for Zan as well.
like boring.
For Zan and Mark on that.
I would prefer farming coffers over
Zan's here.
doing Nightfin farm.
Alright,
If that
guys,
makes sense.
Looks like everyone's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and move in here in a second. Make sure you get all the way to the far position. I'll call when you can start damaging. Alright, pulling in 3,
keep running through him. Everyone run through him, and you're gonna stack in this corner on circle. Everyone run through him all the way up into this corner. Heals on Sabbath. Heals on Sabbath. DPS focus the whelps or cleave the whelps. Bandage yourself if you need to.
Match with us, not all the way into the corner. We need you like standing
In the
next to
corner, standing on top of me. If you're not on top of the circle, you're in the wrong spot. Wiggles, move.
It's on Hungry. It's back on Sabbath.
And it's Glar.
Congratulations, you.
I don't like the prize that I've won.
No one does.
Nobody does.
That's why they call it a prize. Wait.
Hungry, move to the tank position. Heals on Hungry. Heals on Hungry. There we go.
Get away from the gate.
Away from the gate. Away from the gate.
Venomous totem.
Glar, did you tank a knockback there?
I think it was just heal timing. I got overhealed for about 8,000 and then I died.
We're at like 320 DPS there. Not too bad, not too bad. Do any other warlocks need that? Okay. Grats, Madfu. We got Wrath Boots. Off spec. Hungry, you don't need those, right?
No, he's fully. Actually, I will take them. I thought the other guys needed them still.
Okay. Grats, Sabbath. Super OP Bis Rogue Trinket.
Sick.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna roll main spec on that.
Okay, you guys want to off spec it? It's fine. Off spec roll.
Is there a rogue set that goes like the warrior flask set where you go spell power and do poison stuff?
In BC.
Yeah, in BC there's a spell power rogue that supposedly is insane.
Oh baby.
Yeah, it's quite like a joke spec, but it's funny.
They call it
No, Riley, there's not any new flasks. There'll be an increased demand, basically.
Right, let's have
and just more gold.
Xan and X. If you need to target him, you can target him off me right now.
Grats, double tap.
New guys, Skull and X are marked. Nobody is going to touch them until they're pulled out from the technicians. We're going to have 2 warlocks be shadow bolting them and then bring them back.
Yeah, there's.
So do not attack them until tanks pick them up. Hungry Dry, you guys are going to pick them up.
There's no new flask, but there's going to be more gold in this system. So with more gold, people are just willing to pay more. And
okay, sounds good.
Can you guys hear Sasquatch?
Warlocks, Zan, did you get that target?
You guys hear that?
Okay, perfect. Warlocks, go ahead. Whenever you're ready then.
Hold on. This is what. This is how we get Sasquatch to shut up. We'll keep it here. Just in case if he starts making noise again. Stacks go for 23 gold, and you get around 14 stacks.
Fire resist gear.
14 stacks, and how long? Like, not per hour.
Can Glar get a new mark?
I'll put our fire resist gear on, guys.
Alright, if you're a DPS, we put all of our DPS. This is Sabbath talking, by the way. If you guys are new. We put all of our DPS on the far side behind the pillar. As DPS, you should never be dying in this fight. If you get a lot of stacks, just dip out.
Yes. That 3% hit.
Cloak, especially melee. But
should fire resist cloak for most people.
So I'm gonna sub a couple
Lupi,
pieces.
how do you want heals?
Like all the healers that I haven't told are gonna be on the other side. It's gonna be 4 of us healing you, Brian.
Okay, let's have everyone move into position then. We'll pull them on the next time around.
Pre-potted a fire protection potion here. Also, I'm gonna put the last juju on myself. So that gets us up to 225 FR unbuffed. We're only at 4% hit. But
Lupi, where do you want Golosita?
this is our setup.
You just raid heal Golosita.
That's over six hours.
Core droplets.
I mean, so what's that? That's like 40 gold an hour, something like that. It's not bad. Fishing there, it's kind of funny because fishing in this game actually does have kind of a relaxing element to it. As weird as that sounds, like there's definitely like when I was leveling fishing, I was like, oh, this is actually more enjoyable than I thought it was gonna be. Oh yeah, 46 gold an hour. That was good math. That was good quick math. I didn't see you type that yet. Speaking of off keys, I checked a week ago and they were 1 gold a stack, like you mentioned, farming vid. I don't know exactly why, but now they're like 27 silver each. It'll fluctuate a lot, man. What'll happen is you'll have people doing the Gorshak farm, which is the BRD, like AoE mage grinding thing. And they will stock up on keys and they'll have 20 stacks.
What are you drinking?
And then they wait and they'll offload them at one time. You'll see like one person and they'll post 20 stacks, and it's mages that are doing that farm constantly. They're just not constantly farming the keys. So like I would just suggest be patient with it, because eventually they'll drop back down when whoever, whatever mages there are doing it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and in here. I don't think I need a fairy if I'm not used to this other. We have another druid that's feral.
DPS, are you guys okay, or you guys getting hit?
When we get to 5 stacks, I'm gonna pop Blazing Emblem, see if I can drop stacks.
I don't know. Maybe Torrent.
I'm gonna pop it here actually, see if I can drop it at 4.
Yeah, that's good.
With Blazing Emblem, but we're at 275 FR.
Wiggle out.
At a taunt.
I don't think I can get it. 7 stacks. If we get the tick to 8, I'm gonna pop back in and bandage.
If you're at more than like 6 stacks, you should try to drop them behind the pillar.
Bandage. It's okay. 8 stacks, not bad.
Alright, Hungry, you're up.
4 seconds.
Heals on Hungry.
How does Boomy perform in AQ? That's a good question, and we'll have to find out. I'm not too sure on that one. I will say all of the stuff leading up to now, like before I made the channel, all this stuff, like when I was kind of thinking about it, theory crafting, messing with like the idea of it, it was more daunting than it really was, if that makes sense. Like people made it seem like it was going to be way more brutal. Like if you have a Moonkin in your group, you're not going to be able to kill anything. Like made it seem like it was this really big deal. And I can tell you, like, it might not be optimal for max DPS, but it's fine. You kill all this shit just as fast. It's not a big deal. Outside of running 23 warriors, like, what are you gonna do? Doesn't. I don't think that was a good parse. We got kind of screwed on the stacks there, but
making potion.
it's okay.
It hurts my feelings that I gotta.
Eventually we'll have a shaman in our group for that FR totem. Eventually guys, I need to change this, dude. This Having to individually swap the gears annoying.
Let's get Angrath up as well.
We got anyone for the fist weapon? No main spec. Do we want to off spec roll it? Off spec rolls.
Was that you that traded me, Rid?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was actually that was Icor of Fate or something, because I know they like to rock the Deviant
I got
mid-raid.
Zoomers with the 26. Grats, Zoomers.
Let's have everyone back up in the other room, guys. Get ready for this pull. Warlocks, you're gonna be pulling Skull and X out again. Will, you're gonna be pulling Square. I'll grab Star.
Drake Talon shoulders. I got the Jiraiya roll. Any other warriors? You're gonna grab a few stacks. We're high left level. Yeah, just Riley. Just wait
We're pulling
on the keys and just time it.
Grats Drya.
Grats Drya.
Grats, man.
I'll allude it to you in a second. But it's one of those things like I'll hop on and I have a character like parked at the auction house. I like, you know, search relic coffer keys if there's no good ones, so I just log off and go do whatever I was doing before.
With shadow spells on
So
the Wormkin.
don't worry about buying it, just, you know, be aware of it and like look every so often. And, you know, eventually you'll get some good buys or you can bid on some stuff.
Square
Ooh.
back. Melee, square, back.
Okay. Casters on Star, melee on Square.
See what happens when you try to kick him.
Also got 3/4 stacks of oily blackmouth over the 6 hours. Yeah, I mean, dude, fishing's a good farm for sure. I have to be in the like mood to do that. It's like a very different kind of farm. But it's definitely not bad. You can definitely make good gold, especially because very few people, like percentage-wise in the game, have max fishing and like do it consistently. Very, very few people will be out there farming or have a lot of fishing auctions posted.
You're not pulling the group on the right. I'm gonna mark them. The diamond. You're not pulling that group, so be careful here.
Hey, drink. Look over here, just to be safe.
All right.
If you're a Moonkin and you pick up mining and get on that DME solo farm, dude, DME solo farm's a really good one.
All right. Why don't you grab Star?
It's actually
grab X, Drya, grab Triangle. I'll grab Skull. Do you guys all have Vaps?
it's actually not bad as a if you're herb as well, because there's so much dream foil in there, and dream foil is just used for everything.
Hungry, do you have some or do you need some?
But if you're like, I think that's probably the most gold you could solo make as a druid is if you're mining herbalism and
so only the big ones
you run
because
DME
it's good for the tanks to still
solo
pop so they
runs.
can pull them out
And you can get the herbs in the beginning, you get whatever gold you get from the bosses, random stuff. You get all the ghost mushrooms that spawn that you can access. And then you mine the nodes at the end and get lucky with a couple arcane crystals every lockout.
Let's go ahead and pull here.
I think that's probably as a druid your highest gold per hour. Just requires those professions to pull it off. Ooh, we got 1 arcane, guys. 2 arcane. This is our moment. I'm going to let them get aggro since he's still at 100% health. How is he still at 100% health? What are you guys doing? Hit him. Hit him. Come on, Quan, go! Yeah, I need to pull my threat meter up. I'm really scared, guys. I can, like, alternate, right? Hit this guy.
It's 2 crossbow too.
Alright, let's kill Star next. Then over to X.
7,400. Let's go, dude. 850 DPS, boom me.
Remember, everyone, we left the pack up in the back of the room. We're gonna leave it up, so be careful. You're running around.
All right. Let's be careful here, guys.
Relic keys for 30
same
30
assignments.
silver a key on my server.
Matt, go ahead and pull when you're ready.
Yeah, it's not really worth it at 30 silver per. I mean, you still probably make some gold, but I mean, like I wouldn't be buying them at that price. Cuz you have to think of it, you make probably around 20, 25 gold at that price an hour, maybe. But then if you think of it like everything you get at a better buy, then that is just extra free money you're making. It's guaranteed gold, right? So I just always like, you just have to kind of be patient with it. And then you just stock up, like eventually you'll get, 20 stacks, you'll get a killer price, and then you're good to go for a month of farming when you want to squeeze in an hour here or there, It's a better way to play it.
Stars Frost.
Oh, it's muted, sorry. Shit.
Make a good amount of money farming Insidious and DEing. Oh, like, do you get shards from the blues? Are they high enough level? Because it's like a level 51 blue or something. That's actually true. I didn't even think about that. If you're enchanting, it'll be really valuable to have that too every day later on. Because in phase 5 with the oils and stuff, all those prices of shards are going to go up a lot. So that's probably going to be even more lucrative for you if you're enchanting. I've got 750 keys stored. Yeah, I was in that same boat.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, people did that with Ellie Shamans too. Yeah, you could do the same farm. That solo farm. Got 4 crystals in 8 runs. Jesus, dude, that's pretty good luck. We have one of our Quan right here has 1 binding. So we're all like, we all want to get the second binding. We're all also dreading having to help with the the Direball farm, like to get it. I probably should just put Briar on.
Leave square there and just move right over to it. Nice. That actually probably works better if we just kite him out around here. Just kind of fuck with him a little bit.
Fire vulnerability on our friend Star.
Forgot one of the technicians, mages.
Where was he hiding?
I have to do mining and tailoring for Bloodvine. Can't have herb. Yeah, I have tailoring engineering.
You guys can help.
Could arguably drop engineering, but I actually really like engineering a
So
lot.
he could tell his friends.
His friends just come back.
I'm gonna do a video pretty soon on it too, because it's really cool as specifically as Balance Druid, just because we can use all the stuff in Balance, like in Moonkin form.
Never leave you.
But I'm gonna wait and put that together once we get some gear from the 2 or 2.5 stuff. Big Rivsy, what's up, Rivsy? How you doing, man? We got a full 40-man raid tonight. Very exciting.
Alright.
Not running out of mana because stuff dies quick enough. Less than 1 gold a stack for keys is what I go for. Yeah, that's kind of like my baseline too. I've gotten lucky with a bunch of really cheap bids on stuff.
Yeah, Lupul, do you need it?
So I had a ton stocked up, so I've been a little more picky. Like, if it's not like 30 gold a stack, then I'm not worried about it, but... Hey, Cowie with the follow. Hey, thanks, homie. Thank you.
Release moon. Actually, release square.
Ah, it's fire.
Let's go.
It sucks.
Fire vulnerability again.
Still level 53 right now. So have to wait it out and see how prices move. Yeah, man. Just be patient with it. It's one of those things like you have plenty of, especially if you're leveling, dude, you have so much stuff to do, like to check off that list as far as like gearing or attunements. You have all kinds of stuff to do. So I'd prioritize that and just check the auction house every so often.
I got next kick.
pack, guys. Everyone back down. I don't want everyone getting hit by bombs.
I think too, it's pretty lucky that the coffer farm is good for us too, because I think that's going to be such an easy way and common way for people to level for like the rest of the expansion, like any alts, that I think that there's going to be coffer keys, you know, in some kind of abundance for the remainder of the game, which I'm glad, because I actually really enjoy the coffer farm. That's like one of my favorite farms. Must suck to help someone get Thunder Fury and then they G quit. I know we haven't had that problem. Knock on wood, dude. Don't jinx it.
You just want to be a bun, don't you? Squirrel. Squirrel, same thing.
I mean, Sabbath and Quan, the Sabbath, the one that has Thunder Fury, and then Quan, the guy that has the other binding, are like the two co-GMs. So, unless like one of... Oh, shit. Oh, that was scary. What the fuck was that?
Release square.
Who was hitting me? This guy on me somehow? I didn't even attack him yet.
Vulnerability on Star.
Yo guys, I'm gonna try tank and just use sucker. Too bad I didn't have a British accent though.
Really enjoy engineering on Boomy. Yeah, man, engineering's great.
Yeah, I think so.
Engineering's I had it at the very beginning of Classic, and it was so fun on this character. It's like I need to get more like back used to using it, because I haven't been like world PvPing as much, and you gotta have like all this stuff in your bags, and it's like my bags always look like this with like all the random gear and crap.
Hey, Castle Danger Cream Ale.
Where'd you find
If we
that?
take too long, everyone's gonna be drunk for Nef and we're gonna have problems.
After getting Thunder Fury, you can't really get butthurt about loot ever again. I know, I agree with that. It's such a like group effort to get that. It's so hard to do that by yourself.
Are you guys not drinking during this? What are you?
Loophole, did you say you needed the mind control, the smelt? Okay. Does anyone else need it?
I'm gonna rebuff everyone here.
Does not sound like it. Okay, so we'll get it for Loophole. Strava, can I have you mind control the diamond when we pull this?
What you need to be for?
What was that?
Do you have to be maxed out?
I believe.
Yeah, Coffer Key is my favorite. It's very relaxing. Yeah, it's like perfect for if you're kind of like talking to people, like chatting, like in game, or you're like watching something on another monitor or whatever.
We'll get it for next week.
Watching some wooey videos, you know, on one monitor, Coffer Keys on the other. It's a big 2 for 1.
We can just kill him then. Hunger, you got Skull. Dry, you got X. I'll take Star. Be very careful on threat here, guys.
Try to get this last one off.
Very careful. Tanks, remember to pop your fabs. Alright.
You got the drink off. It's fine. This drink time will give us time to let the tanks get threat. Don't have to worry about dying. I want to go engineering, but I really like having Gathering Profession on my main and getting lots of gold from Bloodvine farming. Yeah.
Stars making me spin like crazy.
I was Herbalism first before I got tailoring, and I miss not having it on my main.
Let's have everyone on X.
Like, I like playing my Druid, you know what I mean? So it also ends up sucking a little bit. Okay, it's Arcane.
Fireball. X.
Icor, try to stop hitting Star. Pull here in a second.
Again?
Yes. Oh, spinning on skull. Careful.
We're
spinning on
both
skull.
spinning. Be very careful.
Yes.
Back on her.
Dry hungry when the other one's, or when one's spinning, the other guy just taunt off.
Spinning.
Skull spinning.
But yeah, I feel that, Rivsy. I mean, honestly, like, at this point, though, I'm about ready to be in the mindset of, like, I'm going to mess with professions of prepping for TBC kind of a mentality. You know what I mean?
I'm spinning. One of you guys taunt off.
Yeah, Dry, just grab
on
it.
Dry.
That is incredible.
I'm spinning.
Okay, I'm taunting back.
Stand back, guys.
Oh, now I'm spinning.
I think our trinket combo will be really good on this fight because I think hopefully this will last short enough with a full 40
All right, let's get these buffs.
that we should be all right. How are we doing on everything else? Buff wise, we're fine.
Quan could use Spirit.
Dry
Just need to
Hungry, let's try
redo
make sure we
thorns.
don't get him too
Have we
far
checked
back
out
in
rank
that
14 druid gear? I have. I really like
Position him, let's do it when he's not going to be doing a breath.
rank 14 gear would be
But
great.
since his breath is such a huge cone, when he's back in that corner, he'll hit the raid if we.
I'm putting my cloak on.
just have him tanked, like, against
I don't trust
both
him.
sides on that far wall.
I like the rank 14 gear a lot, and it's itemized. It's basically the same idea as far as like the tier 2.5 idea, right? That video that I posted. I just don't want to try and grind PvP like that. Like I think I would burn myself out. It wouldn't be fun from like a streaming or content perspective. Like it would be fun for like a week, but like no one is gonna want to watch me try and rank up for 2 months or however long it takes. Just too much time. I just didn't want to. I don't know. Not really trying to commit to trying to do that. Especially with like the tier 2.5 is so close to coming out, and it's basically like the same kind of thing with just different set bonuses. Rank 14 would be great because you only need 3 pieces for the move speed bonus, which would be really sick, but it's okay. I'm not
The Forbidden Mountain Dew.
Gross.
not gonna try and do it.
Are we good to go?
My soulstone's about to fall off. Do we have one?
Can I show my damage per second? Yeah, I can pull it up on I mean that fight we did 203 because 2 of them were not arcane or nature vuln. I'll show you guys after the fight though. I usually also will link logs, or you guys can look up. We usually live log. So like if you type my character name, you can also look it up on Warcraft logs as well.
Oh, we're in combat.
Taunt.
I'm gonna give him a couple seconds on threat. All right, let's go, boys. Let's go.
Careful on threat, guys.
Okay, taunting right away. Alright, Hungry, you're next. Go ahead and taunt. Go ahead and taunt. Heals and Hungry.
Ooh, resist.
Dry, you're next. Oh, it's back on me. Dry, taunt.
I ruined right there.
Okay, I will taunt next. Taunting.
Snapshotted that last Moonfire just because I wasn't gonna be able to get another
Hungry, you're next. Go ahead and taunt.
full cast off. We go ahead and mana pot here as well.
Heals and Hungry. Heals and Hungry.
Kind of missing the taunts up a little bit, so he's
Buff in here in a
healing.
second. Oh, buffed in the raid instead. I will taunt next. Taunting now. Hungry, you're next. Go ahead and taunt now.
He moved like just out of range right there.
Alright, Dry, go ahead and taunt.
It's crazy with the Spirit of Zanza buff and all this. It's like it takes so long for me to go through the mana from like what I'm used to. Oh, that was good. Alright, let's see how we did, guys. 353 DPS.
The meme is true.
353.
Blessed be the region gem.
Alright, let's get Glar up.
Any off-spec rolls on the priest trinket?
Arc.
Off-spec, off-spec, off-spec. Everyone passing. Okay. The one, the only Rejuve gem. I got Obek with the 86.
Congrats, Obek.
Going once, going twice.
Congrats, Obek.
Big grats, Obek.
Alright, Fateful Icor Wiggles on the Trank shot. Get that out immediately, guys. Alright.
I literally can't loot this to Loopy to DE because he's already got one. Does someone else want this priest trinket? Congrats, Alec.
I'll put it in my library with all the hunter books.
Very
out
cool.
there. That's a fucking free 7 gold, my man.
Yes, Melee, make sure you have your cloaks on.
Give it to like Wummy to DE or something.
Hell no, it's mine.
Alright, everyone is ready. Pulling it back.
I'm going for rank 12 just so I can use the 3-piece. Yeah, I mean, that would be the only real like grind I would potentially try and do. I'm just still. Torn's not the right word. I'm like kind of just indifferent about trying. I just don't know that I really want to do that.
Alright, Tornak.
Our first
Job on the tranks, guys. Keep it up.
first Moonfire got resisted there.
Weagles, you're next.
Hero Charm. Yeah, I noticed Spirit of Zanza and Mana Regen on your buff bars. Never seen those. Yeah, they're very, very, very good. Spirit of Zanza requires... Are we going to get this snapshot? Ah, too slow. Damn it. Spirit of Zanza is the revered ZG consume that you can get.
Then wing buff it.
And then the Mana Regen is a potion recipe that's also from ZG Revered. I think it's Revered. It might be Exalted.
Nice job, guys.
No, it's Revered. Another recipe. And then we have someone... Dude, we get these legs every week. Mage Gloves. Mage Gloves. No main spec? Okay, off spec roll. I got Wummy with the 86. Grats, Wummy. Fire resist legs. Nikus, do you have those already? Those are very good legs for you. If for nothing else, just for fire resist fights. You want to just roll on them? I don't know if they're better than what you have, but as far as like all the time, but like Flamegor, or sorry, Firemaw, or like those fire resist fights, you should use those for sure. Get 20 FR enchant on them.
Guys, tanks, you guys know your targets. Be very careful on threat here.
Plasma, yeah, so it's a potion off the auction house, but it's this one. It's this Mage Blood potion. It's 12 MP5, so it's very, very good. But it's one of the few like elixir things that we have available to us right now as far as like a consumable. So, because like the Sages one doesn't stack with the Spirit and Int of the other stuff. Oh, we got to do that too. Oh, dude, we got all 3? Let's go.
Not spinning. It's Nature Vuln, so I should have a decent threat lead with Thunder Fury.
Wrong. And there you go.
I figured as soon as I said it.
Oh no. No, no, no. Oh my god, that was so scary. Holy shit. Oh. That literally, I'm sweating a little bit. Ah. Oh my god. At the same time, dude, 7,200 and then another 2K on the other target. You guys see that? You guys see the top of the meters right there? You guys see that orange bar? That's your boy. Hey, I can't see you guys from up here.
Nice job, Austin. Can't wait to see this details meter on a thumbnail on my YouTube homepage. You're not gonna, the title of the video, you're not gonna believe what happened.
We should screenshot that right now. I just want to use that at some point. It's so funny.
Austin, I'll give you 50 gold to make my character your thumbnail for the video.
Stock up on Firebloom while it's cheap too. I've been stocking up on Firebloom. I have a little bit, not a ton, but a little bit. I know I need some more. What is snapshotting? So snapshotting is where, if you'll see, like I have the buff tracker on my trinkets. I'm actually gonna pop another Greater Arcane Elixir here. Say it's like 1 second left on the buff.
What do we got for sands?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I have... Hold on, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck they are in my bag. My bag's full. 14. I have 14. Do you need one, or you need one?
I need one.
I need at least one, maybe two.
Yeah, I need one too.
New guys, I'll be calling in and outs for breaths, so just listen to me if I call out. We're gonna reconvene. Thank you. In this cubby.
Healers, if you don't have a sand, open trade with Coachella. That's easier than me trying to find you guys.
I go one times.
Okay, I have more. A bunch of people just gave me a few more. So if you don't have, if you have like... Anyone else? Anyone else? Loopy, do you only have the one?
No, other people traded me some, so I have 3 now.
Okay, I have like 10. If everyone has them, I'll just save them and we can use them to not have it wait for Nef. Or does anyone else need any? Okay.
Can we get a mark on Glar?
Sorry, Kane, I have not forgotten your question.
Okay, we'll be calling.
Trying to multitask.
The
Where is the fuck is Jiraiya? God.
Henry, can you call that?
Yep, I will call it. Let me know when you want us to come in initially.
Okay. So initially, Jiraiya is gonna run in. Wait to go in melee, and casters do not attack until we call it. Jiraiya is gonna go in early. All right, Fuo, you still got time on your summon.
But Kane, so say you have 1 second left on like toe up or something, right? Something that's giving you a massive spell power increase. You can't get a 3 second Starfire cast off before that buff runs out. So you Moonfire at the very last second while you still have that buff. The Moonfire hits with that increased damage, and then the damage over time effect of that buff stays ticking as if you still had 175 damage. So you're snapshotting your current spell power that's temporary because of some kind of buff like Toep, and then you're applying a damage over time effect so that you're gaining that bonus damage for that entire 12-second dot duration. It's very common for like warlocks and stuff as well. Mishko can decurse, and then if you need help, just call it out and I can help. Okay, Mishko?
Sounds good.
So, Mishka, that means that you will not get hit by the time warp.
Those are crazy buffs. Yeah, I mean, they're really, really good. Spirit of Zons is 50 stam, 50 spirit. So it's really good for our mana regen, and it just helps for like the fact that some like Bloodvine has no stam on it and stuff like that. It helps make it so you don't get one shot by random mechanics.
Go ahead, Matt.
Trying to catch up on chat, guys. Sorry. Now if it's another 8 MP5, yeah, usually. Oh, can we? Are we in combat? Fuck. I didn't use my int food. It's okay.
Everybody else, come on in.
Fairy Fire here. So I basically just don't worry about deep. I just like down rank. I don't do like hardly anything because it's Frostful and Arcane.
Out.
Trying to get the cast off.
Rio's got next.
Corrosive acid.
Nice, we
big
did
heals,
it.
Big heals on Sabbath.
I'm a little worried I'm gonna get threat. Chill for a sec. Nice. Okay, Shadow. Hey, we had our on use. We got Toep up. We got a full Moonfire with Toep. We got like 3 Starfires, a couple crits. That's good. So now we're just down ranking. This is like rank 3 Wrath or some shit. I don't know. Some super. It's like 65 mana for this spell. So we're just Doing it. I'm staying in while he's saying this just because I have the cast bar enabled. Oh, nature.
Ignite flash.
Ready?
In.
Now's our turn. Zandalari Hero Charm, Rat Spam.
So we're just gonna keep pushing them. If we get Frenzy State during Corrosive, I'll
Oh,
take
no.
the wall.
Yeah, I like that plan.
Fate's next.
I used a sand. Damn it. I didn't realize we had this fucking sand. Or that I had the buff on me.
I think Fate, you're still
Just
next.
wait. Just wait, just wait.
Wiggles your neck.
In.
Big heals and Sabbath.
Nature. Ah, let's go. We have Topa in 10 seconds. This could actually be a good parse because we've gotten kind of lucky with having 3 different vulns. I should have waited on Top though because I think we're gonna have to dip in a sec. Yeah.
Full neck.
Arcane! No way! Ready? Give him a second for threat. I'm waiting, I'm worried about rip aggro. Let's go, boys.
Fate next.
Can I get a decurse?
Is that 25%? 24?
Oh my god.
Like it's gonna line up, Ren. Be ready.
Out. Out.
Stage 2.
We might die here. Doing it for the oh!
You gonna PI Cror?
Innervating myself. It's still Arcane Vuln? What the fuck is going on? What is my luck? Nature? What the fuck? Yeah! Yeah, fuck you, Jay. Let's go.
664
How many nature rolls were there?
Oh my god, dude. Holy shit.
That's pretty funny.
Or if he's streaming that.
He is.
He's streaming.
Okay, I know the new thumbnail.
Oh, that's so good, dude.
Are you showing off for your streamers?
That's so funny, dude. I was freaking out. It just kept happening over and over and over again. I'm like, no way, no way. All right, Shaman Shoulders.
Coming in with a perfect 99 coach.
Alec, Obek, you guys don't need those?
Discord. Everyone go in there and talk shit.
God, dude.
I went to a stream the other day right as he was ending it.
Golosito to 29. Damn, dude, you're full 3-piece from 1 run.
Can we get some poison debuffs or dispels going on?
Let's see, how many do we got? 1, 2.
Warriors, you guys need those?
I think all of us have.
Yeah, I think we do too.
Okay, off spec or whatever. Any other other warriors?
With the bronze debuff, and it's all like 8 or 9 minutes. Okay, if you do not need this loot, if you're not rolling on it, you guys can go ahead and log out to save buffs if you still got them. If not, just hold on here.
We got dodge cloak.
I don't think the debuff ticks if you're logged off, though, right?
Correct.
Off spec, yeah. I don't think anyone needs that main spec, Henry. Off spec rolls for the tank cloak, guys.
I can't remember it. Was it not going down last week when we did it?
Yeah, guys, that was a 99 parse. They said. I don't have the logs pulled up, but that's what they just told me.
No, you know what it was? It was fucking Emerus's debuff that didn't.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. This debuff does go down, I believe.
Grats Quan.
Or if they stay offline for too long, they'll get ported to the front.
I don't really want this belt, but I would take it for like hit gear to try and get hit cap potentially.
No,
you know.
said it was like 2.5 minutes, or it was like 3 minutes. It's like not. It's a weird time, I think. Okay.
Nice. That's main spec, right, Mad? Going once, going twice. Big rats, Mad.
Congrats.
It's definitely a good belt if you're trying to get hit cap. Hey, if I have the buff, can I log out to run it out, or have to be stayed log in?
I believe you can log out and it'll.
We can also test it if anyone had it.
Okay, I'll test it. I'm at 6. I'm gonna be at 6:30 or 6. Yeah, 6:30 when I log out. I'll log right back in and then I'll log right back out.
Nice, nice, nice.
Was that 5 vulnerabilities? I think it was. It was really close. If it wasn't, it was like, I think it was 5 or 6. Okay, let's time it. Let's wait. Wait like 30 seconds so I can see. So we should be at 6.5 minutes. If there's no time, it was 6.5 minutes. Sabbath gifting a bunch of T1 subs, dude. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. The 5 gifted subs. Do we got Seattle back in here? Andrew, are you here? Okay, 30 seconds. If it's at 6 minutes, then we're good. Fuck, it didn't work, dude. It's at 6:30. No, you have to stay logged in for the buff, I think. Cause yeah, my timer was still at 6:30 when I just logged back in right now. I waited 30 seconds, so it should have been 6 minutes. So if you guys have the buff, stay logged in.
Yeah, hopefully people didn't leave their computers.
Wait, debuff?
Yeah, if you have the bronze debuff, you have to be logged in for it to run out, I believe. That wasn't a number 1 parse, was it? I don't think that was a number 1 parse. Having the highest spell power with 16% hit.
How much time did you guys have on your debuff?
Dude, Savage is gifting subs left and right, dude. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. Having the highest spell power. Yeah, I think that might be true. It's like Bloodvine goggles or that belt, right? So like if you had Mish, then you'd want that belt. That belt's pretty uncontested though usually, so like I'm not that worried about it right now. I'm okay. I don't want to give up like Mana Igniting Cord or something for that right now.
Full raid, maybe we should go to Molten Core.
You can't log out the buff, yeah.
We're gonna be doing Ani after. Molten Core will still be on Sunday.
You lost a 5 out of 7 roll?
I can actually
what does that mean? 5 out of 7?
create the raid sign up right now while we're reading anyway for Sunday's raid.
Oh guys, this is a good, we can use our cool intermission. I keep forgetting to use this stuff.
Whoa, where's my gifted sub? What is it?
Best thing to do is give Hourglass Sand to the people that have the debuff after Chromaggus. I know we don't have that many sands, is why we're not doing that. I have 11, and I think we have like 14 or something. Is there only 7 people on Twitch? We got 33 on YouTube.
All right.
I know, people on YouTube, go on Twitch.
We're gonna be
Go on Twitch so I don't have to listen to this lo-fi music all the time. Otherwise, YouTube
and then move over to Ani tonight.
YouTube like blocks my stuff if I play any other music.
Let's get Wiggles to send you.
Hell yeah. Everyone go ahead and sign up for raid now for Sunday. So we are planning on letting people bring alts to Molten Core.
Let's look up the logs real quick.
Assuming we have a decent makeup already. The only stipulation is that the alts need to have pre-raid bis. And so we'll be checking ahead of time. So if you have an alt that you'd like to bring, You can go ahead and sign up as that alt, but then make sure you talk to an officer. We'll probably have you
Look
talk
here, we
to
can do
whatever
this.
your alt class officer is.
No, it wasn't 100. It was 99.
They'll check over your gear first to make sure there's an okay.
So if you're on your alt, you would
99 parse. I don't think I did very good on any of these other bosses. Let's see how we doing.
casual. So
Yeah,
like,
84.
You'd be ahead of
It's
off-spec,
whatever.
but behind main raiders on gear.
Yeah.
92.
I think all the big ticket
I
items
would
are
think Firemaw
still
was
soft resed anyway. But
bad.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
same
in
as
the
a bad
last couple
parse.
weeks we've
66.
had that we
Jesus.
just aren't using at all. That we
87.
gladly
Damn,
give to
guys.
alts.
I need to pay more attention. Well, at least we got one good parse out of tonight.
Yeah, and if you're on the soft res list, and you come on an alt,
Came over from
that'll
YouTube.
not count for like a week of your soft res. So like, you gotta be on your main.
Twitch bless. Twitch
to
bless.
For, like a soft res item.
There's also the stipulation that if we just end up missing a class, you may be asked to come on your main to fill that.
I have around a minute and 20 seconds left on my buff timer, so just people that are AFK, be ready to come back here in just a second.
I don't think it takes down if you're logged on.
It does not. It's...
Really good job on Chromaggus risking those casts at the last second. That was a close one, man. I was actually really worried I was gonna rip aggro there, because I don't have the way I have my like UI set up. I can't. It doesn't let me make the damage meter like narrow enough to fit the threat meter right next to it. So I have to pick. But I usually can kind of tell based off. I know from before roughly like when I'm getting close. Like if I know quantity of crits that I get in a row at a certain point of fight, like I know I'm really close. But usually, like, if we get a couple of vulns, like on Chromaggus, for example, where Seppa's got, 20 seconds to generate some threat. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you. Moron 07. Thanks for the follow, homie. Alec, thank you. Flamegor, do our Flamegor execution, was it bad or was it good? We usually get really good execution scores. Yeah.
Alright, guys, looks like most of them are gone.
Big Psych, thank you for the follow, homie. Welcome.
I'm just a trap bot for the skellies.
Sounds good. Okay, so
What the fuck you pick between damage and threat meter? Not ideally, but for you guys, I can't make like I can't fit 2 bars here.
3, 5,
Like
7 on the left.
I'll show
look like
you.
normal.
The only thing I can do.
Go to a side that you have been going to, and then I'll yell at you if you need to switch over.
I'll show you.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Waiting for the yell.
This is all I can do. So I can do this, but you guys only can see like the top 2 DPS. Which means you're basically, except for that last fight, you're never going to see my name on the fucking list. But
We have 2 hunters,
Wait, we got 3 hunters on one side.
Can we
one on-
swap group 2 to the left and group 3 to the right?
texting the add-on
Fuo
called
on the left side.
Please. What do you mean, Vlad?
Okay.
Which add-on?
Yeah, so, Glar, repeat that?
But yeah, I don't know.
Group 2 go to the left, group 3 come to the right.
I don't usually, the threat thing's not an issue because I have to really pop off for threat to be a problem. And I just have, like, it's always based off of my threat versus Sabbath, and we've literally done this raid like 14 times together, so I kind of know where I am in comparison to him just based off DPS. Love your streams, brother. Keep it up. Hey, thank you, Xavier. I appreciate that, homie.
Yeah.
Oh, what I have that shows the vulnerability, Vlad, is a weak aura.
Yeah, the ones at the beginning part of the suppression room.
You can find this online. Someone linked it to me, actually. I don't even know how to get it. Where is it? This. It's this one. BWL Trash Elemental Shield. Is that on screen for you guys?
So can you swap your cloak?
Oh, cloaks. Yeah, Jesus, guys.
A little bit of time.
It's
Sitting here
well, I
reading
mean, you
chat. I'm
can
gonna
easily miss
fucking
it. I
die
would
to
just say put it on right now.
Shadow Breath or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, I made that mistake last week.
We are missing a couple buffs here. If we could finish getting those out. Please just buff the guys on your side so we don't have to come back together here.
I think I'm over here. Is Reed better than the 2% spell kit trinket? I know a lot of druids go with the tank trinket because it's best forever. Kane, that's a good question. If it was me personally, I would pick Reed.
Let's get some mana here just real quick.
It's very hard though to quantify damage.
Rancid, do you want to go ahead and talk to Nef? Start us
So, oh, let's do it. Food buff.
Make sure your cloaks are on.
Where's my holy water? Holy water. Hold on, guys. Make sure we got everything. We ran out of this. Dude, 12 MP5, that's big, guys. So 2% crit versus 29 spell power is really hard to like value because the crit is, I mean, like people come up with spell power stat weights for different stuff like that, right? But if you don't have a fight that is lasting long enough for you to get 100 casts off, it's luck whether or not you realize the value in that trinket. That makes sense. So if it's 2%, unless you're getting, for example, if it's 2%, you could argue that if you got 50 casts, that 50 casts, you would be able to get one crit off as far as like mathematically.
Yeah,
But
it hit me like at least 15 times last
the only fight that comes close to is something like Nef. So the main reason I'm not a big fan of crit and like the stat weights idea is that none of these fights last long enough to actually realize the value of any of those abilities. If you're getting 100 casts off in a fight, then it's easier to say this is the stat weight to crit. Otherwise, you could have a fight that you get no crits, and you could have a fight that you get 3 crits, and like, so it's a little more like RNG.
I don't know. I kind of like him better.
Those aberrations.
So generally, I like to play with more consistency than I do with necessarily what would be considered like overall DPS. So that's why you'll see me a lot of times. I will wear Firemaw belt instead of mana igniting cord, and that's because it's 10 damage every single cast as opposed to 1% increased chance of critting. So on a boss fight, I'm going to benefit guaranteed on that 10 spell power. Arguably, if you have a fight and you don't crit at all, or you crit what you would without that extra 1%, you're gaining no actual value from that. It works both ways. So overall, it would be the same thing, but it's kind of more of like a preference in my opinion than everything. It might change in like AQ and Nax if fights are longer, then my opinion on that will change. But if a fight lasts 35 seconds or 45 seconds and your cast is 3 seconds, I mean, it's like you're getting 12, 15 casts off in one fight.
Shadow command on Uck.
I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of like my mindset on it.
Finish off the ads, guys. Finish off the ads.
Basically full mana. Tap drink real quick just to top.
Rip, no Oni cloak.
You are right. Fuck.
We give Sabbath a second
I did
here.
that last week.
Alright, guys, get ready for the class calls.
Once we get to 4,500 mana, I'm gonna we're gonna rune.
Druid call.
Okay, so you see it bugged out here, so we're in cat form. Casting Starfires.
Remember to be quick on these decurses on me.
bugged out. You guys get to see it. Snapshotted one more Moonfire there at the end. I shouldn't need to downrank, but if we do...
Priest call.
Priest call. Stop healing side with.
Everybody heal double tap.
Focus on Sabbath.
Shadow Flame. Alright, Priest call is over. Nice job, healers.
Mage call.
Sheeped.
4.
There.
Back on me. I'm gonna try to reposition him here. Careful on threat. Thank you for that fast dispel. Oh, again. Shadow Flame, Jiraiya move.
Oh, shit.
Decurse. Moving him. Shadow Flame, careful.
I'm helping heal.
Manage if you can.
Feared. Alright, we're gonna need a lot of damage to AoE here. We lost a bunch of people.
Shadow Flame.
Swap O back into priest group.
Phase 3 soon.
Done.
It's at 22%, guys. We have one more percent. 20%. Phase 2
Warlock
and
call.
Warlocks. Phase 2 and Warlocks.
Feared.
Nice trap.
Big AoE guys.
Keep Sabbath up.
Easy.
Keep Ryan up.
Shadow
There's the
Flame.
ads.
All of our priests. Gotta start picking up the slack.
Shadow Flame.
Drinking a
Warrior call. Warrior call.
Big heals,
Big heals on
Sabbath.
Sabbath.
Oh, worst time to fear.
Go Generate if you have it.
I don't have it.
Okay.
We got this. Come on.
We're good.
Yeah, we'll finish it up. All
Burn them.
priests.
Burn.
Oh, actually, not all.
Ooh, sketchy.
Nice.
How did Jiraiya get? Is that Jiraiya got threat there? Or what the fuck happened?
Yeah,
Polyed.
Ooh, Ash Candy.
Yeah, he got polyed and it came to me.
It was like
If,
half a second before breath.
When he polys like that, if he starts casting something, he stays on that target. So he started casting his breath on Jiraiya.
That's ridiculous too, because I was literally spamming Dispel on you, so I got the poly off of you like the second it was on you.
Yeah, that's what I saw you just on poly too, and I was like, what the fuck?
Like,
Why is it on
the
me?
exact second that
It
he
happened with
started
the first
yeah.
one too. Took like 3 seconds to go back on him after it was dispelled.
Okay, guys.
Big drops.
Ash, Condi. Everyone, cross your fucking fingers. Cross your fingers. Cross your nipples. Cross everything for fucking Mish. Wiggles with the. You winning it with the 69?
Wiggles is actually still trial. This is his last raid as trial. Unfortunately, so it will go to Fuo here. Sorry, Wiggles. Hopefully we can get it for you next week.
Congrats, Fuo.
That was a sexy roll too.
It's a real 2-for-1 when you get the 69
go,
and it's the
press play.
highest roll. Fuo Fate Icor, you guys don't need that, right? You guys already have it?
Nah, we got it.
Okay.
Even I have it.
Congrats, Wiggles.
Congrats, Wiggles.
Congrats, Wiggles.
Rogue Chest. Blast with a 23.
pretty tight roll. Look at that.
Going once.
High roller.
Going twice. Big Grats Blast.
If people don't need gear, can we get a TV port?
Okay.
Onyxia.
We got Mish. Oh, fuck, Cormac.
TV going down.
Oh, it's a tie.
Fucking 19.
Cena 69.
Hilarious.
I got Cormac at the 92. Go once, going twice. Congrats, Cormac. And then we got the head. Yeah. The guy that did have the Oni cloak on that died right away got the Mish head. Dope.
Mad.
Well done.
Head is on like Rogue, Warrior, Prio for now. Not Warlock.
And Hunter.
And Hunter. So I have Icor with the 70. Icor at the 70. Icor at the 70. Going once, going twice. Congrats, Icor. It says player not found. Did you already port out? I can trade it to you.
Alright guys, let's head over to Thunder Bluff.
Damn, guys.
Towards Onyxia.
That's
Make sure
okay.
you grab
We're going to
your
Ani.
if you do not have it on you.
So keep it going. We're going to go do Ani real quick.
Hey, can I bring my hunter over for Onyxia?
Yeah, we can, if you guys want to come on ults, you can, but you'll have lesser roll priority. And even though, Wiggles' trial, he would have priority over you on the Sinu. I know he knows that already. Or he needs that. So it's up to you.
Yeah, I don't mind. I already have it.
Okay.
We need to get the... Oh, no, I already have it on me. Because it's for our FR set. That's right, that's right, that's right. Someday we'll get it, guys. Someday. Yeah, those were good drops, though. As long as we get good drops, honestly, like, that's, like, the main thing. It always feels bad when you do that and then you don't get anything good off of Nef. Alright, let's catch up on chat. Horrifying here. Yeah, how do we do? Let me look up the logs for Nef. Oh no, is it not showing up? Did it bug out? Oh no. Hey, did we lose logs for Nef?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, we did, because we logged out, and both Zoomers and I forgot to run the script to restart them.
Noobs, dude.
Parse 100 on Nef, I know.
I should have actually potted and ruined faster the second time around. I didn't realize that those things came up. I need to put like a week wars together.
Can we log in next to the only one I have on?
It wasn't worth remembering for anyone that mattered.
Sure, we can log an Onyxia if you'd like.
I only have a blue parse. It hurts my feelings. Blue parse pick like once on accident.
Sure, I'll start one right now.
Praying IRL. Hey, I appreciate that, Corbin. A lot of good vibes, guys, but no luck. DKP is the best so you can save for what you want. I mean, I personally would benefit a lot from DKP because I'm always, like, my attendance is good. I've been around for a long time or whatever, so like it would be fine, but it really makes it hard if we have to recruit new people. DKP is really not incentivizing for new players unless you give them like a big bonus right when they join or something. But for me specifically, it would be amazing because
Stop it, capture.
if like I don't need tier gear or like now that I have a weapon, all that kind of stuff, like I'd be able just to save DKP for tier and for Mish. That's like literally the only two things I need. I kind of want Mantle of Blackwing Cabal, but it's kind of like side grade status because I'm losing 15-ish damage, 17 damage for spell hit. So it's definitely an upgrade, but it's not massive. Mish and tier are like massive upgrades. Boomy using his own innervate. Loopy, you can't yell at me about using my innervate when we got breathed and like half the raid died. That doesn't count. That's not a fair accusation. I thought that fight was gonna be over in like 20 more seconds. Is it Mantle the high spell power shoulder? Yeah, so Mantle is BIS. It is better. Like, but it's the whole stat weights idea again, right? But these have 1% spell hit. So I'm losing 1% spell hit to rock those shoulders, but I'm gaining in damage. So overall, it should be a bigger DPS increase. But I've talked about this before, whereas if you have world buffs, I prioritize spell hit a lot more with world buffs because every time you miss, you're benefiting 0 from things like Songflower, DM buff, Ani rallying of the Cry of the Dragon Slayer, that 10% crit. All of those crit buffs are completely negated if you miss. So if I was going to have a set that I'm going to use with world buffs, it would be hit capped, ideally with as much spell power as possible. Because again, you're gaining so much value. Think of it as like two ways that you're getting stats. You have your gear, and then you have world buffs or consumes, different things that are outside of your actual character's items. The stat weights are very hard to quantify when you have all the variables of like world buffs, different consumes you're using, flasks, things like that. But every time you miss, if you have a flask, if you have greater arcane elixir, if you have all the crit buffs, every time you miss, you're gaining 0 value of all of those buffs because you're not getting a crit at all. You're not getting the bonus spell power of the flask. So in those situations, I personally would prefer to have the consistency of having higher hit rather than having another 50 or 60 spell power on my gear. Hopefully that makes sense. But that, again, it's like from like a straight raw stat value perspective, people just prioritize the stat weights of like the overall damage of each item. But to me, if you're using the more outside buffs you have outside of your actual gear via world buffs or consumables, the higher value hit is going to have because you're gaining 0 value from all of these buffs on this right hand side of my screen. Every time I miss, all of these are 0 as far as the added value.
We tried. I think
Where do you get those shoulders? Yeah, so these drop off of the summonable.
Like you can't create from Orca.
I'm gonna mute them because it's too much talking and shit going on. But the it's a summonable world boss in Silithus, from the what are they called? Windstones. That's what they're called. From the Windstones. So like here, I'll put it back on the. I'm stuck on a tree. So these are the shoulders. If you want to look them up, Abyssal Cloth Amice of Sorcery. So they drop, you summon the boss, 1 of 4 bosses can spawn, and then these shoulders can have 1 of 2 affixes. So it's a little bit of RNG. But if you have people on your server that are summoning the lords, then you can try and find a group and get these, but they're very, very good. They're not better. Like, I look at these as something that I'm going to use for the rest of the game because even though they're not more spell power, you don't lose that much spell power to gain 1% hit that you don't have otherwise. And there's times where, like, say, like, you know, in BWL tonight, like, we have to hibernate and do stuff. Like, the hit is actually valuable in other situations, and, like, the spell power is not as important. Let's unmute them. But again, like, my big point is like no matter what your stats are, like getting 2 or 3 misses in a row feels terrible. That's like my least favorite thing about playing balance, because our cast time is so long that every time we miss, it like really hurts. Especially if you like Starfire, Moonfire, and both of them miss when they like you see them both come down at the same time and they both miss. It's the worst, dude. You're like, well, cool. Well, there's like 700 mana and 0 damage. Awesome.
Fly the coop.
Enchant the shoulders with 18 spell power. I'm not exalted with Zandalar yet. We're close. We're close. Don't worry. When we go for the #1 parse next Dark Moon Fair, I will make sure that we're exalted with Zandalar. I'll buy the rest of my BGs to get up there. We're gonna have.
Eaten by an alligator.
I think we still have some world buffs if we want to start clearing trash.
We're gonna have the shoulder enchant.
Yeah, I'll go
We're gonna have a flask. We're gonna have the Dark Moon Fair 10% damage buff. We're gonna push it. We're gonna push it. Gonna push it.
Oh, let's wait back here, guys, because of the pat. Get the other guys. You can grab him, Ethan. Just pull him back to me.
Good. We might get 2.
Happy New Year.
I hope not.
No, we're good.
All right, guys, you're gonna need to kill this really fast.
Just spam hibernate. Is it really needed for crowd control? I mean, it's not needed's a kind of a not the word I would use. Virtually nothing in this game is needed. It just changes. It's just options, alternatives.
All right, the next one I'm gonna pull back to the same spot, so you guys can stay there.
Do my Bloodvine legs have 8 spell power? Yeah, of course. If I have access to the enchant, I literally, it's like, I'm like very weird about the enchant stuff. Like I can't have my gear unenchanted. It really bugs me. Like right now I have these legs that I use out in open world stuff. Where are they?
Alright, then we can move down for this last one.
These are unenchanted and that really, really bugs me, but I want to enchant them with the ZG Druid enchant.
There's a lot of alliance. I can't go in yet.
But I always have my gear enchanted right away. Like I already have the mats for 1 more spell power enchant for whenever I'm able to get Mish. Like I'll have that 20 minutes after the raid ends. Like I'm good, like OCD about that stuff. I have to buff everyone again. Oh, so annoying.
Alright, Hungry Dryad, which one of you guys wants to tank phase 1? Go for it, Dryad. Now let's finish off these buffs. We're missing a couple here. Looks like Polaris is getting veered.
Victory walk into Dire Ball with that new upgrade. I know, man. We'll get it someday. We'll get it someday.
What'd you say, Henry? You're really quiet.
The bag prio roll, sorry, or check.
Oh yeah. Call
that roll.
Yeah, so we do a thing where if you don't need any loot, you can like pass and that you're able to roll on the bag.
What?
Are you inside now?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a ready check here. Hit ready if you're trying to roll on loot. Hit not ready if you're trying to roll on the bag. We're gonna count that as separate. So if you're rolling on the bag by hitting no, that means you're passing on all loot. Does everyone understand?
Lupi's, you're just walking around with the mats to enchant your bracers in your bag. So we've had, I think we've had 13 Razorgore kills.
You're killing me, Matt.
12 or 13 Razorgore kills.
Oh my god.
You're both fired. You can go home.
It's fine.
And we've gotten 0 priest bracers off of that many kills.
What if the bag?
So like, look, let me show you. Where's Loopy?
Oh my god. Okay, Red Lock Bow and Jiraiya. No, it's all good.
Look, so Loopy's full tier 2.
Alright, so Dry
Look at those little bitch bracers.
Hungry, you and I will try to pick up in phase
We've got no luck, dude. Literally 13 kills.
Remember, guys.
And haven't gotten a
very
single
careful on
pair.
threat.
He's been 7 out of 8. I think we have 2 priests that are 7 out of 8. All they need is the bracers off the first fucking boss. It's so funny. I didn't realize that until like last week. We literally, I think on my logs, I think we have 13 Razorgore kills. 0 priest bracers.
Or does it?
Get the ZG buff on Mish. I think it's worth it opposed to 8 spell power. I mean, oops. It's not more DPS, right?
Do not touch the mouse.
Remember to stay along the rib cage, guys. Do not run too far ahead.
Yeah, we didn't really do an explanation for you new people though. Just stack on circle for the whole fight. Only auto attack right here. Only white hits. Shamans keep tremor down. Fire resist down. Only auto here.
Nobody should be above 65%. Hungry, Zoomers. Watch your threat, watch your threat.
Oh, by the way, Shamans, you don't need tremor until...
Double transcendence drop next week. I know, I hope so, dude. It's really big because that 8 piece is actually really good. It's a lot of like extra healing for the priest. It's like they get a free renew every time they cast their greater heal.
Nice percent. Go.
Go now.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to move a little and get 2 casts off. Run up a little. Oh shit, he's in Shadow Rage. I think I snapshotted that, I don't know.
Spread out, get the whelps.
Hey, what's up, Mikey? He's literally gonna be at 40%. She's at 40% right now. She's gonna drop in a second.
Okay.
37%. 36%? What the fuck? Did she just oh now dropping.
Okay.
Clean up the whelp. Very cool. Core, go north.
If you get threat on the boss, move to the north side of the
Glar,
room.
north.
Cormac.
Oh, right. That was on a whelp. XD.
If you don't know where to be on circle. If you don't know where to be on circle. Glar. Heals on Glar. Everyone be on circle, don't DPS it. Everyone's on circle, don't DPS, heal Glar. Keep heals on Glar, don't DPS, stand on circle. Let him get a threat lead. Okay, we should be good. Go ahead, DPS. Tremors down. Fear.
Careful for threat, guys. When you're very high.
Now you just have to
Nice.
Jesus.
It's so much easier with 40 people.
Hey, you get the Sanu.
And Dragon Stalker's Hell.
Have backspace.
2 backpacks.
Oh, Icor, trade me this before I forget. Where are you?
Alright, Wiggles.
2 bag.
Good job tonight, guys.
Yeah, nice work, everyone.
Yeah, we killed it.
Ooh, 2 backpacks.
Is Wiggles the only one that needs that?
Yep.
Besides gun. Oh yeah.
I think Guns has it.
Yeah.
Grats, Wiggles.
Grats Wiggles. Hunter Helm. Double bags, I know. Pretty lucky. Got Wiggles with the 81. Grats Wiggles. Let's do Drape. Saffron Drape. Cror with the 62. Grats Cror. Priest Helm. Blair's that main spec?
Blair's has already.
Okay, grats.
When that is midnight.
Are you guys just rolling for like a different enchant or something?
Yeah, I was gonna put fire resistance on it, but Strava can have it.
Strava, you wanna roll?
Jeff, do you have scars to prove the beaver wrestling?
You wrestled a beaver today?
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay.
I messed up my hand on accident.
Head of Onyxia, are we doing melee prio on this still, or what? Why do you want to do this?
Yeah, if there's melee that still need it, physical DPS, they do get prio.
Yeah, I know Brawny needs it. Wiggles with the 19. Claymore, so I have Brawny here with the 63.
Alright guys, I have to drop her.
Oh, Nickus. I keep forgetting Nickus is fucking shaman. I keep thinking he's a warlock. Nickus needs. Okay. Nickus needs this Nickus prio. Brawny, that's the last physical though, melee, like main raider person that needs it, so you'll be able to get it next time. Why am I linking this again? Congrats, Nickus. Bags.
Good luck on the bag rolls, boys.
Just do top 2 rolls. Oh my god, 293s right off the bat. What do we got? I get like a 4 probably.
96.
Oh!
296.
Oh! Me and Angrath, dude.
Nice sub.
I rolled a 3, Zub rolled a 1. Golf
I got a fucking 6.
This is me and Angrath.
Now Wall Street rolls. I'll throw money at.
Going once, going.
I'll give you $500.
Wait, Coach, is this go? Do you still need this, or is this going to your bank?
Yeah, it's going to my bank.
I give you 150 gold.
Can we? Could you not?
I trade
Yeah,
you
that
small
sounds
child
kinda-
for a bag.
Are you guys kidding me?
No, that's shitty. Sitting here at my 1, I feel.
I don't have any.
Like, bring more stuff to raids.
I mean, he won the roll. If you want to try to G-bit it off him.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Sorry. The fact that I have other runs from like running solo Onis and rezzing them doesn't. That's like not a good reason to me to not take something I want to roll on.
Really nice job tonight, though, guys. I only see 19.
How does
people
Boomkin
signed
do in
up so
BG,
far.
dude?
Go
I
sign
actually
up
really
for
like
Raid
Boomkin and
on
BG a lot.
Thursday. It is posted right
I'm gonna
now.
do some balanced BG stuff pretty soon because we haven't been PvPing lately. I'm gonna do that here pretty soon, especially once we get tier 2.5 is like the main thing that I'm kind of waiting for before like PvPing a lot. So that's like the biggest biggest thing I'm waiting for.
Got a minute, pop up into officer chat.
But anyway, that's once we get tier 2.5, come phase 5, I'm gonna be PvPing a lot with that because it's so good. But I'm gonna hop off. We got officer meeting. I'm gonna hop off for a little bit, but at least we had a full 40-man raid clear. We got a good Chromaggus parse. It was a good night. Tier 2.5 has defense. So tier 2.5 is leather caster gear, right? It's got spell power and it's leather. So we have like 8,000 armor in Moonkin form, and we have like 500 some odd spell power. So that's like the main reason it's super strong, especially as balanced, just because the armor scales into Moonkin form, right? And you don't have to sacrifice DPS. What's up, Notch? How you doing, man? But thanks again, like always, guys. I do really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. I had a good time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. We for sure have raid again on Sunday. I might throw up a PvP stream and kind of hang out on Saturday and just do some BGs and like chill for a little bit. Yeah. So follow on Twitch if you guys are on YouTube. Go follow on Twitch because I'm going to stream some more on specifically Twitch because I don't have to play such specific music. If I play like other music on YouTube, YouTube like flags it and it'll like shut off the stream on YouTube if like there's a copyright issue with any of like the Spotify playlists I play. 12% hit seems to be the best. Yeah, it's somewhere around 12 or 14% is probably what I'm going to have most of the time, with very like rare exceptions where I might try and get higher, or like at least in the current gear. come next, I think we have access to some more gear where you can get closer to 16% and not lose too much as far as damage. I'll look for you on Twitch. Yeah, guys. Oh, the other thing, I didn't mention this. Moon King's Discord down below as well. If you guys are not in that Discord channel, that's a really, really, really good resource. You got like Rivzy was in the chat earlier. You got like Broccoli Beef, a bunch of people that are actually really well versed in all the math and theory crafting and stuff. A lot of really, really smart. There's Rivzy. A lot of really smart people that know their shit in that channel. So hop on that Discord if you guys have questions. That's a really, really good spot. You're trying to figure out which piece of gear to use or different stuff like that. Go ahead and follow that. Link should be down below. Like always, I appreciate you guys coming to hang out. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.